Three commercial vessels attacked in the Strait of Hormuz, oil climbing toward $93 a barrel, and yet the 10-year Treasury barely flinched. If that feels off to your clients, this week's report explains why. I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. This is the weekend update for April 24th, and it's built for the realtors, financial planners, CPAs, and insurance advisors who guide clients through big decisions. This week is a report, not a commentary. Let's walk through what matters for your pipeline. Start with the big one. The Strait of Hormuz carries about 20% of the world's oil. This week, Iran attacked 3 commercial vessels there and seized 2 of them. Traffic in the strait is near a standstill. Oil lifted from the mid-80s last week to around $93 a barrel. In a normal market, a move like that would push rates sharply higher. It didn't. As of our recording, the 10-year Treasury sits at 4.31% versus 4.25% last week. 6 basis points higher, that's it. Bonds are reading these headlines as a waiting game. Negotiations between the United States and Iran are still alive. Until there is a confirmed deal or a confirmed escalation, rates are stuck inside a narrow range. What does that mean for your listings and your buyer activity? Top tier 30-year fixed rates held steady this week in the 6.29% to 6.33% range. The average 15-year sits near 5.92%. We have now had 7 straight business days inside that same narrow band. Stability, even tense stability, is something you can plan around. These are national averages for Mortgage News Daily, not an offer to lend. Second story, consumer sentiment fell to 49.8 in April from 53.3 the month before. That's a notable drop. At the same time, one-year inflation expectations climbed to 4.7%. Builder sentiment just hit a 7-month low, but here's the piece worth noting. Mortgage application demand finally bounced this week. Purchase applications and refi activity both moved higher. When sentiment falls but applications rise, the buyers in the market right now tend to be serious and ready. Your time with them is probably higher quality than it was a month ago. Third story, and this one is useful for targeting. The National Association of Realtors released their home buyers and sellers report. A few numbers worth knowing. Buyers between ages 46 and 70 make up 52% of current purchase activity. Add in older millennials and older boomers, and you're at about 82% of the entire market. The household income sweet spot runs from $100,000 to $200,000. That range alone covers 38% of all transactions. For marketing, that points to payments roughly between $3,000 and $6,000 a month. First-time buyers still cluster most heavily between ages 27 and 35. If your outreach dollars are going somewhere outside those ranges, it may be time for a review. That brings us to this week's featured tools. We have 4 articles on the dashboard for you. The first is From You Don't Qualify to Closing on the Home Without Changing a Single Deduction. The second is First-time buyers are leaving thousands on the table by calling the wrong lender first. The third is only 1 in 4 homes sell over asking now. Here's what smart sellers are doing about it. And the fourth is Max the Match. Then stop feeding your 401k and start feeding this instead. Each one of these is client ready. You'll find them on the right side of the dashboard or below the video, depending on the device you're using. We've also put together a suite of financial calculators complimentary for our partners. This week, we're featuring the HELOC calculator. It walks you or your client through the draw period and the repayment period side by side so they can see exactly how the payment changes when the draw window closes. It's one of the cleanest ways to show a homeowner what a home equity line really costs across its full life. If you'd like access to the full suite of calculators for your business, just ask. There's over 70 of them. One more tool worth mentioning for your clients, KeySteps, is a free platform that gives your clients credit monitoring, identity theft protection, and household budgeting in one place. Your clients can visit rsrlinks.com/keysteps. That's rsrlinks.com/keysteps to get started. In the economic calendar, looking at next week, the main event is Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific. The Federal Reserve announced its interest rate decision, followed by Chair Powell's press conference 30 minutes later. The market is priced for no change at 3.75%, so the language of the statement and the tone of the press conference will do the moving. Tuesday brings consumer confidence in the Case-Shiller home price numbers. Wednesday morning adds housing starts, building permits, and durable goods. Thursday delivers the print that matters most for rates, core PCE inflation, alongside first quarter GDP. Friday closes the week with ISM manufacturing. It's a heavy calendar, and any one of those reports can move the 10-year out of its current range. Remember the philosophy here? Strategy beats rate always. The professionals who guide clients through weeks like this are the ones earning the next referral. That is your weekend update for April 24th. We appreciate you listening, and we'll speak to you again next week.